Aespa doesn't deserve to be in Time Magazine's Next Generation Leader list. SM Entertainment manufactured them and created them. If at all, SM should have gotten that award and not Aespa. They are puppets. It's a rigged list. Blackpink should have been in it. It's a longer letter, but I just took out that excerpt. So he's complaining about Aespa being included in Time Magazine's Next Generation Leader list. He calls them puppets, manufactured. He thinks that everyone is out to boot Blackpink out of their rightful throne, and he calls them the most successful act of that has ever come out of K-pop. He also said that everyone's out to copy as Blackpink. Okay. So he also asked, do I think they deserve to be in the list? According to the justification of Time Magazine themselves, I think they deserve to be in that list. So Time Magazine believes that the future is the metaverse, especially of everything, especially the entertainment industry. That's where we're all headed. And so Aespa having this concept of having physical performers and then having their own avatar in the metaverse and actually creating their own universe, they're already in the future. Okay, so they believe that the metaverse is the future of everything, including the entertainment industry, and Aespa happens to already be there. So they're leading that. They become the first. Okay, so if we follow that criteria, because Time Magazine said that that's the reason they've actually chosen Aespa, yes, they deserve to be in the Time Magazine's Next Generation Leader list. Now, you're complaining that Aespa is a puppet and that they're manufactured. My question is, and your favorite isn't? I mean, if we're going to define manufactured as a group of people or a person that was chosen by a management company, trained and then launched with a concept that was decided on by a company, then every act that has ever come out of K-pop is actually manufactured. If we're going to define manufactured that way, so don't cast the stone, because Blackpink themselves were chosen by Yang Yang Sok, no less. They were given the concept, they were trained they were molded in this shape that YG wanted them to appear in. So, everyone else in the K-pop industry is manufactured. Now, whether or not they will be artists or they will prove themselves to be artists, that is yet to be proven. As of now, we know that Blackpink has a very limited participation in the creation of their music as a group. Rose has done her own music. In Aespa, I don't know if any of them is actually credited in the creation of their own music, but even then we don't know. Maybe their creative participation in their career is done in another way. Maybe it's not in songs, but actually creative direction, ideation. I don't know. Okay. Next is, I feel like there is so much hate going towards SM's way that our judgment of how SM is actually creating their artists and creating their music is actually clouded. They're not all good. Not all artists, not all songs that are coming out of SM Entertainment are bad. They're not all good either. They have actually some of the most decent songs that have come out of K-pop actually came from SM Entertainment. As I've said, it's not every song is good or not every song is bad either. So I think let's just stick it out with Aespa, because this is what the message is from. I've heard them sing live and they're fantastic. They're fantastic performers. They were given a song that they actually performed really well. They interpreted it really well. And what can you do about it? Black Mamba, I think, is a great song. I don't like any of the other ones that they released after. But Next Level a little, but Black Mamba was a great song. So, and we all just need to accept that it's a great song. They performed it well. It doesn't make, the thing is that I think people are threatened all the time that their favorites, people feel that one group's success is the failure of their favorite, which is not true. All groups may be successful, and it doesn't make somebody else's success any less valuable or important. So Aespa is not a threat. Next, you keep on complaining about other groups copying Blackpink's concept, but Blackpink itself was a copy of 21's concept. And Yang Yang Sok actually admitted that. He said he wanted to create another 21. He just wanted to make them pretty. So there's nothing wrong with that because the concept works, number one. Number two, every group, Blackpink themselves has already, Blackpink itself has already evolved the concept to make it Blackpink concept, right? It came from one thing, the same concept of 21, but they've already evolved it to become theirs. The same way Aespa is evolving their concept to become theirs. Quite honestly, other than the fact that there are 4 members of Aespa, I think Aespa is so different from Blackpink. Okay, but if you insist that they're a copy, okay, let's just assume that Aespa is already evolving its concept to become theirs. The same thing is true with all the other groups. They're evolving the concept to become theirs. The same way Blackpink has evolved that concept to be Blackpink and not anymore 21. So don't be don't be threatened with this achievement of Aespa. It's just one achievement. Blackpink has achieved so many other things, and they will continue to achieve many, many more. They're still very young, they're all talented, they're starting to evolve as artists, they're participating in the creation of their songs. I hope they're going to be more active in the creatives, building of the creatives of their group. So it's just that one success doesn't equate to others' failure. So chill. Chill about this. Yeah, so I'm very happy for Aespa. I think there's a lot more waiting for them. The same way I think there's a lot more waiting for Blackpink and other groups, and we should just all support everything.